to demonstrate how to do a 2x2 tubular cast on. And I feel like I need to apologize because this video has been requested so many times and it's taken me so long to get this video out. I have a video on 1x1 rib tubular cast on, and if you click the little I, I'll give you a link to that video. But this is probably, I can use more than the 1x1 rib cast on. A lot of hats call for it. This is kind of the perfect cast on for a hat, and there are a lot more steps to it, but it is worth it. It is beautiful. Let's go ahead and take a look. Here is a little sample of the cast on down here. And you can see it is perfectly stretchy and nice, and it just kind of rolls and disappears into nothing. You see that? Few more steps, but it is something that you can use it instead of just a regular long tail cast on or German twisted cast on. You can do this instead if you like the look of it, because it does really look so good. A few more steps, so let's go through those now. And actually I'll have the instructions for this all written out on my website. If you click the little I in the upper right hand corner, it'll take you to my website and you can see the written instructions. Don't ask me why that sentence was so hard. We're going to start with some scrap yarn because we're going to start with a provisional cast on. Tie a knot in the yarn so that you can identify the slip knot end from the other end and make a slip knot. And with a crochet hook, crochet chain a few stitches. Okay. Now take your knitting needle. They don't have to be double pointed needles. I only use double pointed needles because they fit on camera well. Let me talk this through. Put the needle on the yarn like this, reach the crochet hook over, grab the yarn and pull it through the loop, then yarn back and do it again. Yarn back. And you're going to cast on half the number of stitches that you actually need. So if your pattern says cast on 80, you're going to do this 40 times. When you get to the number you need, crochet chain a few stitches, break the yarn, and pull the last loop through. Whoops! Excuse me. That was like some kind of, I can't think of the name of the sport when you throw things like that. Okay. Now I'm going to start with the actual yarn that I'm using in my hat, and I'm going to start at the slip knot end. And I'm going to knit into these stitches. Okay. Turn the work and purl. And you're going to knit a row, purl a row, knit a row, purl a row for 4 rows of stockinette. But you don't have to watch me do that because the magic of television, I have it finished here. And now I'm ready to remove the provisional cast on. So I'm starting at the non-slip knot end. Remember, we tied a knot in the slip knot end. I'm starting over here. I'm going to pull that last loop back out. There we go. And boop, 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 unzip it. And the first stitch is always wonky. The yarn actually runs through it. So get your needle in there and then pull the yarn out. And from here across, I'm going to put my needle, the tip of my needle, under the right leg of each pink loop going across. I'm ignoring the scrap yarn and just picking up the pink, the right leg of the pink loops going across. Okay, and then I can pick up a few and unzip a few. Pick up a few more and unzip a few more. Nope, that was the last one. Okay, this is where it gets fun. You know, I might have done this with a smaller needle size. I'll be all right. Okay, now we have half the stitches on one needle, half the stitches on the other. And this is where it gets interesting. This is very cool. I've got the wrong side facing up because I'm going to fold it in half. So the knit side is out. Let me show you that again. I've got the purl side facing up. I'm going to kind of fold it in half so that the two needles are very close together. Scoot everything to the tips of the needles. And let me make sure I get this right here. My working yarn is coming from the front needle here. I'm going to knit 2 from the front needle. This is where the 2x2 rib part comes in. And then yarn forward and purl 2 from the back needle. See, it's starting to make sense why we only started with half the number cast on. Knit 2 from the front. And purl 2 from the back. You see, for a cast on, this is kind of a lot of steps. But you saw how good it looks. Okay. I'll go ahead and finish this up so we can take a look at it. Got a split stitch here. These stitches are pretty tight here at the end. It would have probably served me best to use metal needles where things would have slid a little bit nicer. Bamboo needles are fine. I mean, I'll make it through, is what I'm trying to say. I'll live through this. Okay. I wanted to do that so you could see the final result. You can see, you can't really see the 2x2 rib at this point, but I've doubled the number of stitches and it does just kind of roll into nothing. And here is the finished cast on again. And that's it. Again, I'm sorry it took me so long to get this video out. People have been asking for this video, honestly, for a few years now. I'm glad I could finally do it. Again, click through to my website if you want to see the written instructions for this, and good luck.